Hello and welcome to ESC Fan TV, where we're going to bring you Lithuania MGP Norway tonight. Let's say hello to all our guests. Thank you very much for joining us. And in an hour, we've got another show. So you want to stay tuned. You don't want to miss anything tonight. So shall we kick off? Let's start with the Lithuanian non-qualies. Shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now here we go again. When will this end? In the night, we are dancing for tomorrow. In the night.
All right, they're the ones that didn't quite make it. We had Anzella with, I don't know, Pas Quebec, probably. Said hello, here we go. Meadi, I don't know, Zoo. San Francisco, Travuka, Mary Mo, Dunn, and Baltos Varnos in the night. So let's kick off with Aline. What did you think of the best of the rest?
I think there are a lot of weird songs. Like, I forgot the names, but like the song with like the two women who were like, I don't know, twins or something. Like, sorry, their lyrics were so weird. It was like, I love the sound of a tree when it starts to grow. I never heard a tree growing, so I don't know what they're talking about, but I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I just think they were all like a little bit weird and stuff. And the Anzella with Pas, I can't pronounce this.
Pas
What's going
Quebec.
on? Yeah, what the hell was going on? I love the fest, but all the rest was shit. Sorry.
Well, thank you very much, Aline. That's a treat for everybody. Donna, say something nice about somebody.
Oh, I could actually say something nice about a few of these. So, was it Anzela? She was really good, actually. She was a lot of fun. But I felt she needed a band to complete the set. It looked like a rather large stage for one woman. And then at one point, she was basically doing Ministry of Silly Walks, wasn't she? Like with her feet. Otherwise, I liked her voice and I liked the song. So that would have been one I'd have probably put through. And then there was the hippie girl with the hair that's longer than the one I'm sporting tonight. She was lovely, actually. Her voice reminded me a lot of the Twinings tea adverts. You know, we've heard this style of vocal a lot before, but then when she started off in the gloom and then these dancers suddenly appeared out of nowhere and it looked like they were going into like a zombie-esque thriller, but folk song. It was very strange, but I liked it in a weird way. That was Mida, maybe? Zoo. And the twins, yeah, they were something quite bizarre. I think they were twins or possibly sisters, I'm not sure. But with the rosy red cheeks and that, were they kind of doing like strange doll-esque outfits?
Well, me and Phil had rosy red cheeks on the Christmas episode. Look it up.
It was very like that. Maybe they were focusing on you, Michelle. They were inspired. But yeah, the rest were a little bit average, I think, to be honest. They'd all brought something to the party, but they were the ones I thought were best of the rest.
Well, thank you very much, Donna. Some positive news there for us. More positive news on the way. Let's go to Brendan.
I'll try. I think I've got the same opinion as Donna on Anzuela. I really liked her rough voice. She's a proper performer. I think she would have, in a band, would have complemented the song better, but she's a little bit lost on her own, hence the weird high feet. Sid, Here We Go Again. I thought it was a very sweet song. I thought with a bit of work it could do well. I really didn't understand the church vibes with the backing singers. That was a little bit different to the song. So my favorite was Meadi Zoo. I thought it was very clever staging. It was very captivating at the start. She had a decent voice. I thought a revamp will definitely be needed for it if any one of them was to go through, but that was the one with revamping I thought would definitely do good at Eurovision. I think the others, I got very little notes on. I had nothing positive to say. I think it's better I don't say much.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, you can't like everything. It'd be boring if we all like the same thing. Phil, why don't you tell us your
crikey.
thoughts?
Yeah, I thought Zoo was a bit slow and a little bit dull. It sort of plodded along, really. The two blonde women within the night. What do you? I
put yay Lithuanian Jedward.
It was okay, but it was a bit odd, and I thought the vocals were a little bit off in places.
I liked
but
it.
It was certainly stood out. I think. Mary Mo Dunn. That was okay. She sang it well. Maybe a bit generic. Angela was probably my favourite, the Rut one. I've not had time to find out what the lyrics actually mean, but whatever it was, she looked like she meant it.
Yeah, I actually put that as well. She looked like she meant it, which is,
Yeah.
We don't know what she's on about, but we like it if you mean what you're saying,
San Francisco. I was okay. It was a standard pop song. Sang it well. Maybe a bit repetitive. Maybe the dancing was better than the song. I don't know.
Yeah, I just put it was a little bit dated.
And Sid Hello didn't grab me, I'm afraid. Especially the start. It starts off as a dull piano ballad, and it took him a while to get up.
But what about the high note? Nobody's mentioned that. I mean, it takes a lot to hit that, to be fair, with pressure on.
It does. It sounded to me like he was trying to be Elton John. I'm not sure if he quite managed it or not, really, but that was okay. I think that was it, wasn't it?
Oh, thank you very much, Phil. Sean, what do you think? Oh, don't cry. It wasn't that bad.
He bloody was. Remind me not to do Lithuania next year.
You don't get a choice.
I can do what I want. I'm my own person. Okay, right. First of all, Angela Paskubek. If you look at the lyrics and you decipher them into English, the first words of the song are, "The road is slippy, the ground is freezing." I'm thinking, well, put some bloody shoes on then. Do you know what I mean? She's there, she's barefoot. She's got a powerful voice, but I agree with what Brendan said. I think she needs a band on stage to interact with. I don't like how she moved around the stage and a weird movements. I didn't understand the chains on the jacket or anything, and taking it off at the end. And I thought it might be symbolic. So again, I looked into the lyrics to see if it was, and no, there was nothing that really kind of made sense about it. So I just thought it was a bit weird. Sid, great name. Sid, hello, here we go again. I think that just about sums it up. Here we go again. When will this ever end? It's got a good voice. The backing vocals really work well. And he hit that high note. I think it could have been so much better, but I hope he comes back in maybe next year with a better song. Mead and Zoo. Again, 5 people on stage, no shoes. What's going on? What's going on in Lithuania? No shoes. I mean, last week they were stuck for a stool. Now they've no shoes. I think it must be budget constraints. They'll all be naked by the time the final comes around. I'm sure of it.
You wish.
And also, I think 30 seconds is a bit too long for an intro in a 3-minute song, because you didn't sing anything until 30 seconds in. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what the song was trying to say. But I quite like the staging. San Francisco, not much to say. 80s vibe, mid-tempo song. Nothing too stand out. Mary Mo, done, just plods along, not keen. And Baltos Varnos in the night. Funky start with all the arm movements and stuff and whatnot. But I didn't like the vocals. I didn't like the lyrics. The choruses are all right. I thought the verses were a bit weak. That's about it. Tried to be as quick as I can for you.
Thank you very much, Sean. We do appreciate it. And last but not least, let's go to Thomas. Thomas, what do you think?
If we start with the positive thing, Ancella I really liked. She reminded me a bit of Kim Wilde, actually, both the music and her appearance. Yes, of course, you can need her a band, some good guitar player, a good bass player. Then she could do all right. Said hello. Yeah, as Sean said, here we go again, and that's exactly my thought. Here we go again. Not the best entry. My notes for Balthus in the Night. I think it sounded like an old video game. San Francisco sounded like an old ringtone of an early Nokia phone. I find it a bit boring. So yeah, not the best direction for me.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot for that. Well, at least you like some, but you have to remember that these were the ones that didn't qualify. So we're not necessarily going to like them. Should we have a look at the qualies then, just to make sure?
Why can't I think of being free of everything?
Be careful what you think about.
So there we are, the two qualifiers. We had Shower with Impossible, and we had, I don't know, what do you think? Pluie de Comte, do you think maybe? With Be Careful.
Careful now.
Careful now, yeah. There's one for the youth. Oh my goodness. It's only Sean that got that. Let's go to Brendan. What did you think of the qualies? Were they better than the non-qualies?
I don't think so. They weren't.
I knew this was a mistake.
Not one of my top three with them two. So yeah, with Be Careful, I found it to be it's more of an 80s club background song. Something it's in the background, nice melody, you just ignore it. I just didn't feel it went anywhere. But she did have a very good voice. So yeah, with Impossible. Yeah, he completely lost me right from the start. I really didn't get the slow tempo, and then it felt like it was going to go somewhere, and it didn't. It's just back and forth, back and forth. And then it just really confused me with all the mannequins in the background. I didn't get it. So I haven't got much more than that. Sorry.
Fair enough, fair enough. But as we say, we can't like everything. But I think I've got a feeling that Thomas might like one of these.
Think again. No, they were all right. The Be Careful song, that song for me is something you listen to in a hotel bar when you're sitting there with a gin and tonic, enjoying the company, enjoying yourself. That's just lounge music. It was okay. She had a good voice. It was fine. Shower of Impossible, as Brendan said, the slow parts, he didn't pull it off. That wasn't very good. When the song picks up the pace, he was better, of course. His voice there was okay. So yeah, two had to go through.
Well, thank you very much, Thomas. As concise as ever. Aline, I think you definitely will like one of these.
I do actually.
Yay!
Shock. No, I like to Be Careful one just because it was simple, but it was beautiful because it was so simple. And I like the fireworks. And the dress, yeah, it had bonus points for me. The Impossible one, that was boring. Like even the band members thought it was so boring, they almost fell asleep. If you look at their faces, they're all like, I'm standing here. I actually don't want to be here. I thought if you're doing a song that maybe go to Eurovision, like pretend to be happy. I don't know, but like, oh, it was so boring. They even hated it. So yeah, that are my thoughts.
Well, thank you very much, Aline. It's nice to know that everyone's paying attention on Eurovision. It's like, oh, do I really have to be here? Maybe it was a punishment. Who knows? We don't know what goes on in Lithuania. You know, rules are rules.
Community service.
Community service. Yeah. Sean, did you like any of the community service bands that got through?
Oh, so it's the bands that are doing the community service, so the people that I've got to listen to them.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with Shower, Impossible. I actually quite like it. Shock horror. I know what's going on. I prefer a singing voice, I think, rather than the talking singing, the rapping, or whatever it's supposed to be. I like the musical arrangement of the song. I think I'd just like him to connect to the audience a bit more, because he was kind of with a handheld mic, just going around the stage and just, strolling around. I think I'd like him to have a mic stand and just make eye contact constantly with the camera and deliver the song. And it'd be a bit more intense and a bit more emotional and a bit more believable. But it was a half decent effort, I thought.
I think you're right there. I think anything where you're making full eye contact at a passionate moment is far more intense. You're right.
Yeah, and I think it just needed that maybe to bring it to the next level. Be careful. This song starts off well. I like her voice. She's soft and she's sultry. But I'd love to see maybe a couple of violinists, on stage with her, maybe a couple of the backing singers, just to sort of bring another element to it. Yeah, but the thing is about that song, for 35 seconds at the end of the song, all she sings is never be the same, never be the same, never be the same, never be the same. And I timed it, it goes on for nearly 35 seconds. And it's just like they wrote half a song and thought, what should we do now? Let's just repeat this over and over again. And it pissed me off a bit.
It pissed you off, but you've remembered it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't listen to it.
Sing any other Lithuanian song now from this quali.
Oh, well, you put me on the spot now, haven't you?
No, but there you go, you see. But you've remembered that, so obviously it's worked.
I mean, yeah, but it was shit, though.
Thank you very much for your genius enlightenment there, Sean. Phil.
Oh. See, I quite like Be Careful. It was a bit sort of like smooth jazzy, really.
Do that one first.
Oh, all right then. All right. Apparently I've got to talk about Impossible
Do
first.
the rubbish one first.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, would it have been better with just him singing rather than a band? Because nobody sort of interacted with each other. I mean, you look at Maneskin when they're playing, they're all interacting with each other as they're playing. There's some sort of lively interaction going on. Whereas they just seem to stand there and play their instruments, and it might as well just been him singing with a backing track.
It sounded to me for that one. It sounded like when you've got a song playing, but in the background you can hear another song playing just faintly. This sounded like that in your head, like there was slightly two songs going off at the same time.
And it did go on a bit, I thought, as well. It was a long 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah.
Yeah,
that's how
it
long
was a long
on.
3 minutes. But yeah, Be Careful. Smooth jazz, as I said.
Jazz.
I like that. It was good, sang it well. A bit slow paced. I don't know if it makes enough of an impact, though. That's the thing with that sort of song. It's a sort of song you like, but it's not the sort of song you sort of really go for, It's not going to impress you that much.
It has vibes of Monica Dudar from the other year, though.
Yeah,
and
but
she did well in a slinky little dress going like that.
She did, but it wasn't quite as
I really liked it. I thought you as a blue-blooded bloke had liked the slinky frock on a moody-looking lady.
I don't mind it, don't get me wrong.
What did you think of the song?
It was all right. It was okay.
I don't know. That'll do, Phil. That'll do. Donna, do you like a slinky lady?
Oh, yes. Why not? Yeah, this one did all right, actually. I would have probably put this through myself. But it did remind me a lot of a wedding singer band, the kind of dress, the suit, him nonchalantly and they were kind of just playing in the background really themselves. There was a bit more engagement with the audience, I suppose. But yeah, it is that kind of lounge music that when done well is great, but it needs, I don't know, I don't think it's a Eurovision style that would work well to stand out enough, if that makes sense. It did also, the beginning and the end, though, with the laser curtain the laser tunnel. Sorry, they're just kind of walking out of it and then walk back into it at the end. Did confuse me quite a lot. It's like Doctor Who ordered the wedding band. Here they are. There you go. And then they went off again. But yeah, it did need a bit of reworking, I think, to do well, quite honestly. But Shower, yeah, I thought it was a reasonable start, but it was very ploddy. It was really ploddy. And that sort of spoken song is not really one of my favourites. Rap's never a genre I'm that keen on either, but it's sort of slow spoken rather than rap, isn't it? And I don't know. Like Sean was saying, he doesn't really engage with the audience much. You just want him to kind of stand still and not just kind of like swing himself about a bit and do that a bit. And it just looks like he doesn't necessarily care or believe in what he's actually singing. So, yeah, I wouldn't have necessarily put that one through. I'd have put Anzella instead. But yeah, not too bad. I've definitely seen worse.
Thank you very much, Donna. We've definitely seen worse. I can tell you that now. So, for the two that went through, shall we have a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Do you think either of those two are going to represent Lithuania at Eurovision 2024? Do we vaguely, not even a sideways for anything? No, that's it. It's absolutely, you heard it here first. None of those are going to Eurovision 2024. And that's Lithuania, I don't know, is it Heat 3 are we on?
Yeah, we're on Heat 3. Yeah.
96.
It feels like it. I feel like I've got Stockholm syndrome, you know, from watching it. It's like I don't have a choice. I just do it now and that's it. So that's Lithuania. Let's move on to Norway. Let's have a look at the non-qualies from last night. I've not spilled a drink. There's nothing to see here. Oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, those with the non-qualies for Norway. My paper won't stand up now because it's wet. So we had Vidal Villa with Ne. We had Mistra with Waltz of Death. Thomas Jensen, Take Me to Your Heaven.
What?
What? So let's go to Sean.
I'm laughing because I do it myself, it's right. I'm laughing because Matt is exactly what I wrote last night.
This is it, you see, I know these things.
Oh, we're so in tune with each other. Actually, on the second watch today, because I watched it again, I don't know why, but I didn't mind it. I thought the staging was similar to Friend of a Friend of a Friend of a Friend with the boxes and the colours, and yeah, it was okay. Mistra, Waltz of Death, I was bored to death, more like bored to death. I mean, it was bloody awful, just a mess. And I don't know whose washing they were drying out on the line during the performance, or see-through knickers that they were dancing through or whatever, but oh, what a car crash. I didn't like it at all. Take Me to Heaven, I thought it was a thoroughly decent pop song. Nothing wrong with it at all. I love the coloured boots that the dancers were wearing. I love those. And I love the outfits. That high note that he hit, superb. I'll happily dance along to that in the clubs if I'm not too drunk. Or maybe if I am too drunk, I don't know. But yeah, they're half decent songs, apart from Waltz of Death, which I thought was a pile of crap.
Thank you very much, Sean. I'm sure you had lots of nice things to say there, but I wasn't paying attention because I was cleaning up the drink that I've just spilt.
Did it have alcohol in it?
Yeah.
Oh, what a waste. Get a straw.
I'm gutted. It's because I didn't have my glasses on. I don't know how far away anything is without it. Obviously. Oh, let's go on, Phil.
Oh, okay.
See, look, I knew he wasn't ready.
Yeah. I don't know. Vida Villa, was that?
Yeah.
Meh.
It was a bit too sweet for
It
me.
was nice
I like
and
this. I
jolly.
like the matching suits.
It was a nice jolly pop
I've got
song.
gin
All
on my
very
glasses.
sweet. Needs a bit more oomph, I think. Will it take me to heaven? I kind of missed that one. I don't know. What do you think?
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
God, I loved it.
I-
I thought it was like as camp as Christmas, the song and the performance, and I thought it was brilliant.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Mr. Waltz of Death. It was, another goth song. And the bloke playing the guitar looked really sinister, but she looked like she was dressed to sing a completely different song.
Yeah.
It's as if she wasn't really getting into the spirit of the song at all.
It was a bit too prog
And-
rock for me.
And I don't know what's going on with the plastic sheets, but it didn't have enough impact. It was no "We Come Alive," was it? That was the problem.
Yeah, I think if you're going to do a sort of gothy type thing, you need to go full goth. You can't just sort of go half goth. It's like she turned up and went, "Oh shit, are we doing all the makeup today? I forgot."
Mm.
And then you're sort of stuffed, aren't you? You're neither here nor there.
And Ellie Christian with Touch of Venus.
Touch your what? Sorry, Phil.
Yeah, it was the James Bond theme, wasn't it? It was just a James Bond theme. She sang it well.
That was the other week,
That
Phil.
was last week.
Oh, that's probably why I couldn't find the other one then. Oh my goodness me! I don't know what I've got.
Sometimes
It's not there.
Bless.
There's three. There's
Oh god, I picked the
Vido
wrong thing.
Villa, there's Mistra, and there's Thomas Jensen.
Oh right. Oh, that's probably why I didn't hear Thomas Jensen then. I was listening to the wrong song completely.
They were all wearing. It was.
It's been a long day.
They were all wearing red. Do you remember? They were dancing around. It was all really nice.
Oh, fair enough.
God, you're an arsehole.
Yeah. So yeah.
Anyway,
that's how much I like them. I even listened to the wrong song.
on that bombshell, Kelly, let's go to. Well, let's go. Let's have a look. Let's go to Thomas. Thomas, you bring us back to normality.
I'll try. Two of these three songs reminded me of someone in this group in ESC Fan TV. Vida, it got me thinking of Tom. Tom would have loved this song and remind me of an ESC classic, Justice for Landevine's Helder. It was just up his alley. It was just a catchy song. I really enjoyed it. I think it was good. Mistra, I didn't like that one. I think it was confusing. It looked very cheap with those plastic thingies. Yeah. We could bring up another Fan TV classic. Thank you. Next, Thomas Jensen, Take Me to Heaven. Got me thinking of you, Michelle, because he was wearing leather pants. Yeah, it was a good song, catchy chorus, good singer, good performer. He really hit that high note. That was impressive. Yeah, but the best of these three for me was Vida Villa.
Brilliant. And you are right. I do like a leather trouser. So let's go to Brendan. Brendan, are you wearing leather trousers?
Absolutely not.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, so Vida Villa. I wrote meh down as well, Sean. However, it did have a good beat, and it was my favorite out of these three. Jane, I did like the drummer's moustache. If I could only get one of them, it'd be something. Mistra, Waltz of Death. All I could think of is that's where my bin bags went from the storm last week. It was just, I couldn't work it. Why were they there? It made no sense. And the best part of that was the guitarist. At least he was doing something interesting. Thomas Jensen, obviously he's stolen the outfit from the bloke from Hola Mi Bebe, that song. A good pop song, a good performance, and obviously hit the high note. So, he could have easily gone through, but obviously did not.
Well, thank you very much, Brendan. It's disappointing that nobody's wearing leather trousers apart from Phil. But apart from that, it's all right. Let's go to Donna. Donna, I know that your Ian wears leather trousers constantly.
Oh yeah, it's perfect for work. No, it's more me that wears the leather trousers, to be fair, but not tonight though. However, yeah, best of the rest. I thought they were all pretty good in their own way. I'm gonna give Mistress some love, right? It was just creepy enough that it was great. It was like she'd set up crime scene investigation with all that plastic sheeting in the background. We were going to see who was dead any minute, and there was all this scurrying around of like the grey dancers in the background. And yeah, I think it would work better if she did a duet with Goth Minister and left the guy with the kiss makeup out of it, because he really shouldn't have had the kiss makeup. That's what made it not work as a theme. If it addressed any sort of differently, then it would have probably worked. But I really quite liked the kind of off rhythms and things that you got. It was a very dark story-led song, which probably wouldn't necessarily normally be at MGP, so I can see why it wasn't picked. But yeah, Thomas Jensen, very atypical dance pop song. I mean, his vocal was stunning though, and that high note, as everyone keeps mentioning, it was brilliant. So he probably stood the best chance to kind of get through to the final, but I was surprised he didn't. Yeah, staging and outfits though, not so great. Vida Villa was another one I really liked as well. Like with Thomas, it was a little Lake Malawi, but they needed to look at the camera work a bit better, I think, on that one. And it was catchy. I liked it. Chorus was repetitive. It sank in my brain. Yeah, I was a bit sad they didn't go through, honestly. But yeah.
Oh, I like your little happy face then, Donna. That was lovely. Yeah. Oh, Elaine, you finish up with this for the best of the rest. What do you think? And could you possibly talk slowly because it's only 7:30? Thanks.
I'll try my best. So the Vida Villa with Mayor, I really liked it, to be honest. I don't know, it was because it was in Norwegian or it just kept you watching, because there was so much constantly going on that I enjoyed it. I don't know, but I really liked it. And it also reminded me of a song a few years ago from Melodifestivalen. I can't remember the name or the song, but it backpointed me to that. Then the Thomas Jensen from "But Take Me to Your to Heaven," like Brandon said, "Hola mi baby." Like I was like, they were inspired by "Hola mi baby," and they made a little twitch and they just rolled with it. And I liked it, but I thought it was not good enough. And Mistra with Walls of Death, it's like if you order Kiss from Wish and you get that. Like, it's just, I was like, what in the Kiss world is going on? And you're just waiting for something to happen during that song, and nothing happens. Like, give me God Minister any moment of the day, but that, no, just no for me. So that was it, Michelle. I hoped it was long enough. I don't know.
Well, no, not really, but at least you made the effort, and
We're
that's
going
what
to talk
counts.
about Kano in a minute, so that's like the whole other
Don't
half
spoil
hour
it.
of the
Don't
show.
spoil it. People don't know who went through yet.
Oh,
Spoiler
yeah.
alert.
We didn't watch it. Like,
No, they didn't. They come to us for up-to-date news on what's going on in Eurovision.
Obviously not to me because I'm talking about songs from last week. But,
You're that old. You're a week behind.
I know.
Anyway, that's it for the non-qualies. Let's have a look at the qualies, Phil. So there we have it, the three qualies. We've got Anne Princess with Save Me, Mia with Green Lights, and Kino Kano Kano with Dummy Diggy 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 Dum Diggy Dag 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 Diggy Diggy Diggy. Let's go to Brendan. I can feel the positivity oozing out of him.
I'll get rid of the two I'm not biggest fans of first. So, and Princess Save Me. Um, it was an average performance. I thought it was a bit boring. The staging was good. It's just, again, she's dark skinned and you just can't see her because it's just too dark. There's not enough lighting going on. It was a good voice, average. Mia Green Lights, I thought it was a very sweet song. I quite liked that. It built very well. But I feel like she could have benefited from backing dancers or something else because she's just a bit lost on her own there. Yeah, as you could tell, Kano. After last week with AI, I was a little bit worried because with Dam Digida, I love the song. I find it really catchy. I know every word of it now, and madly enough. However, with some of the other songs they have out, when it's not on, I struggle to start singing the song. It just gets lost a little bit. However, that performance was absolutely amazing. The vocals were perfect. It was just so enjoyable. I thought it was so clever. I just don't think they can't win it now. I believe that they are, without doubt, going to run away with the show. Yeah, I think that's all I have left.
Brilliant. You are that clever, Brendan, that you managed to say all that and message into the show at the same time so it came on screen. That is an art form. I really like that.
Cocaine.
Elaine, I know you like at least two of these. Oh, have you done it, Phil?
Yeah, there we go.
Yay!
Sorry,
Yeah,
I didn't hear
yeah.
it. As professional as ever. So the Anne Princess with Save Me, a bit on the same with Brandon. I thought it was a bit boring, just because it did not a lot did not happen in the song, not in the staging, and not in the outfits for me. I was again waiting for something to happen, and nothing happens. So I was like, missed opportunity. Maybe try again next year. And Mia with Green Lights. So I watched it on YouTube, and Mia came after Kano. And yeah, when you see Mia after Kano, it's just boring. But I really loved it otherwise, even with Green Lights and everything. But if you see her after Kano, it's a done deal. So to Kano, it was for me a bit weird because I never thought Kano would perform the way they did. And I really liked it, but I'm a Kano fan. And if they win with this song, I will be so mad because I'm still not over Monument. I think Monument was their best song ever, and they should have won then. So if they win, I'm gonna have a problem with myself. But yeah, I liked it, and I liked the modern way and the boxes with their heads. It was new, it was refreshing, and if I think they would go to Eurovision, I think it will also be a new way for them to be on the Eurovision stage, and nobody would like compare them a lot, like with the previous entry. I don't know, but I will have a problem with myself because again, I'm still not over Monument.
Well, Elaine, I think it's about time you got a grip. To be fair, it's been a while now. Phil, what did you think of? Oh, look, Brendan's that busy with the show that he's putting the lyrics of "Dam diggy 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 dum diggy 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 dim." Oh, I was reading that. I was singing that. Dam diggy dummy dam dam diggy dam dam
You're a
dam.
fan also,
Anyway.
Michelle, now?
Glenn Quagmire off of Family Guy.
Oh God, here we go. That's one for the youth again. Phil, what did you think of the three qualies?
Okay, and Princess Save Me. With the whistling at the start, it was okay. It was, well sung, well performed. It just sounded like a million other Eurovision songs. One of these songs that you could hum along to, even if you've never heard it before.
Yeah, I just put brilliant interpretive dancing. Said nobody ever.
Yes. Mia Green Lights. I don't know. She sang it well, but it just didn't click with me, and I'm really not sure why. I just didn't feel it with this one. What did you think?
Well, I thought she belted it out. I really did. She sang it brilliantly. but I just felt like I'd heard the song before. You know, it's one of those every song sort of songs that you could hum along to, even if you've never heard it before. But she sang it fantastically. But yeah.
Okay, Kano, dum didgeridoo. Yeah, it was okay, wasn't it? It was the best of the night by far. I liked. Is it Alexandra? Her huge shoulders. But I didn't understand why the other two were in a box and what was going on with them weird dancers with the lips on the head. It looked like.
I like them.
Yeah, it looked like some sort of weird YouTube cartoon thing that went viral. It was good, you know. It was the best of the night, but it's not Spirit in the Sky. I think that's the problem with it.
You're going to get so much hate.
I know.
You really are. Are you ready for this?
It was the best of the night. Don't get me wrong.
Whereas I'm not that stupid and wrote best vocal of the night, Alexandra, always flawless.
Mm-hmm.
And that is all I've got to say about it. Let's go to, where did I write my number? Oh, I haven't written my number. Who are we going to? Oh, I did. Donna.
And the lottery says yes. Hello. Well, I decided that I'd actually got a wig for Mia, so I was kind of like, I'll just channel her inner spirit. Now, I actually quite liked Mia, honestly, but the one problem I had with it more than anything was that it built up so slowly at the beginning. It took about 30 seconds to really start getting going. And I was starting to wonder if it was going to go anywhere at all. And it might be just another ballad, but it kicked up a gear. And then she did these crazy run around the stage things. And I'm like, am I going to like this or not? And by the end of the song, it really worked. And I did like the laser light show that was going on stage and things. So I'll be interested to kind of watch it a few more times and see how it sits in the final. But it wasn't the best of the night by far, but still a very good song. And Princess was the one that I really went, huh? It qualified. Yeah, beautiful vocal, but the song was really dull for me. And it's like they just grabbed a bit of staging from the back of the corridor and went, oh, we don't know what to do with the set. Let's just put it on a jaunty angle and get somebody in some grey pajamas and it'll all work out really well. None of the staging worked with me at all to kind of identify with the song. So I was a bit lost with that. But her chorus was very catchy. It was very repetitive and it drawed you in. So yeah, she was okay, but I wouldn't have put her through myself. Kano, I knew they'd go through. In that group, yes, definitely. Whether they'll actually win overall, I don't know. I'm in two minds about this particular song. I think it's fun. I really think it's a lot of fun. And the way they sing it, I'm just in shock because it's so fast. And I can just about do diggy loo diggy lay at this point. That's one for the youth. Again, I agree, Michelle. Alexandra, absolutely flawless. Her vocal just gets better and better. And I like the way that they're starting to really sell her a lot more now and push her at the front. But I was trying to think what it was with that staging that was so confusing. It reminded me of like, they used to have 80s videos with the TVs in the background and then they'd have body parts on the TV. I was trying to think of a specific music video, but I can't. That's what it reminded me of. Or maybe the beginning of the Rocky Horror Picture Show where you've got the close-up on the mouth. But I couldn't relate that to the song. So it made it a bit confusing for me. Still, very impressive. And, it drew people in. So I could see why it was, for me, the best of the night anyway.
Well, thank you very much, Donna. So here we go. We've got one person left. It's the Queen of Kino himself. It's Sean.
Hello. You know what? I thought you were going to say, right, that's it for this week. Goodbye. Just to annoy me. First of all, let's touch on the other two. Maya and Green Lights.
Okay. Sorry, Sean. I'm really sorry, Sean, but you need to just shut your cake hole for a minute because I wrote a number down and we've missed it. Thomas, it's your turn.
I'm actually happy I don't have to talk after Sean. Well, Anne Princess, let's start with her. Didn't quite get the pajamas outfit. I think the chorus was similar to Destiny, Malta 2020. There was something there that reminded me of that song. It was okay. A bit shocked that she went through. I really like Mia with Green Lights. I like the soft, gentle beginning and the nice build-up of the song, and her vocal is amazing. With Kano, I have two opinions. One opinion on the studio version I listened to before the show. I actually didn't like it. Of course, I like Alexandra's voice. Who doesn't? It's absolutely amazing. But I think, as my sister-in-law Anita in the chat wrote, it was too like. But the live performance really did it for me. That was absolutely perfect. That was flawless. And again, Alexandra's voice, wow. Who doesn't want to sing like her? The only disappointment in the Kano song I have is if you compare to the other two they entered, then this is a bit is the weakest one of those three. Monument is by far the best for me. Spirit in the Sky is number 2, and this is number 3. So if you compare them to the other two, this one here is number 3. It's a good song. It's the favorite to win in Norway and go to Malmö, but it's not the best Kano song for me.
Well, thank you very much, Thomas. You're just about to get ripped to shreds by the Queen of Kano. It's Sean.
I have nothing to say.
I found that difficult to believe.
So, first of all, Green Lights, Maya, great performance. I thought strong song, good vocal. I just felt it was missing some dances in the second half of the song, but it really strong. And Princess saved me. I loved it. I loved the staging, the dances, the platform was used really well. It was a well-constructed song, solid performance, entertaining. Now, the other song, whatever it was called, can't remember. What about that?
Oh, I'm sorry, Sean, but that's all we've got time for.
Right, so Kano, the back. Now, people saying it's No Spirit in the Sky. And it's not, because they've been there, they've done that, it worked. But you can't come back and do something the same all over again. Down Digga Da is something completely different. It's fresh, it's new, and it started off with a performance, and it's just Alexandra front of stage. And I'm thinking, well, where's Fred and where's Tom? And she sang the whole first verse and the bridge, the chorus, all on her own. And then we went back and we saw Tom and Fred just jamming it up with these two weird robot head things bobbing up and down. It was just so random, but really funny. And I really thought it was just a different way of staging a song. We've seen every other kind of staging this last few weeks on all these national finals where they couldn't just go as a threesome and just stand on the stage and sing the song. They had to do something different and innovative, and with the lighting and the glass, and in the second verse you could see the people behind it with the, with the mouthing away and stuff. And then Alexandra hits that high note, and then it all opens, and then they come out, and then I think it's just brilliant. The staging's great, the song's great. I think, I know it's not the bookie's favourite to win, but I think it is going to win Melody Grand Prix, and I'll be gutted if it does, because I'm not going to Malmö for Eurovision, and I'd love to be there to support them if they actually represent Norway. So yeah, I think they've got an absolute amazing song. Kano are I think they're just great. Fred was a rapper before. He used to sing the yoiks and stuff like that anyway. And it's just a great song. It's fab. Damn Digga Da. It means this thing that makes you feel good. And for Alexandra, she was saying that is being on stage with Kano. And the good thing about Kano is that you can tell that they love each other, the chemistry that they've got together. It shines through to the audience that they're performing to, whether that be in a live venue or in a TV studio. And you just feel the love as from Kano coming across. And I just think there's something really nice about their relationship and the band, and I think they bring something fresh and new, and this is something fresh and new, and they've been doing this 5 years. This is a kind of song that they've not done before. I think it's brilliant. I think it's really, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we haven't got time to find that, Sean. We're on a tight budget here. Thank you very much, Sean. I knew we could rely on you to end on a high note. Your passion and enthusiasm for Keno make me feel damn diggy do. It's brilliant.
That's easy for you to say.
I know. I think that just about sums everything up. Don't forget to follow us on, I don't know, what should we go with? We'll go with TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Mastodon, X. If I missed anything out, go and find us on it.
YouTube, obviously.
Oh God, YouTube.
But, yeah,
oh, there's always one, isn't
Like
there?
and subscribe. And
Ding a dong or bell. And don't forget, there's another show straight after this.
yeah,
It's,
so quickly rush over to the link for the other show.
It'll take you all of 10 seconds. So let's say goodbye to our, what are they? Experts for tonight.
Bunch of retrobates,
Yeah. Donna, thank you very much.
Thanks very much. It's been a lot of fun as always. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Thomas, thank you very, very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me. Enjoy your next show.
Oh, we will. Brendan, thanks. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you for having me. Goodbye. Go Keno.
Oh, Aline. Oh, don't be a broken record, Aline.
It was a fun show. Thanks for having me, and have fun with the next one.
Brilliant, thank you. And Sean, the Queen of Keno.
Keno.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.